What's up, everybody? Back on the Blender animation. Got a decent walk cycle going. You can see this one goes back to the standing pose at the beginning. So I will show you how I made it loop seamlessly. But first we're going to go through the posing the animation. So again, I'm being very technical and methodical in setting up my keyframes. I went every 10 frames and made poses. So for a walk cycle, when you're walking, you're going to have one leg leading, one leg trailing, and the same for the arms. You're going to have one arm trailing, one arm leading, and they are opposed. So my left leg is leading, so my right arm, right now they're both down by the side. My right arm is going to be moving out front. My left arm is going to be moving out back. Since my left leg is leading, my right arm will be leading. So let's go to the next pose. So you can see my left leg is out front making contact with the heel. The left arm is not fully extended. You can see it still has a little bend in it. The right arm is out front because my left leg is out front. Same thing, my left arm is in the back because my right leg is in the back. So let's go to the next pose, which is essentially the opposite of this one. You can see they're not exactly the same, but it's basically the same pose with the limbs reversed. So you can see now my right leg is leading, so my left arm is coming forward, my right arm is going backwards. And the last pose again is just the opposite of this. It's the same pose, just limbs in the opposite directions. And I found a better workflow, I think, for doing this. So basically I was taking each keyframe and posing the body how I wanted it, making all my rotations, setting up the head, rotating my hands and all that stuff. But I saw this guy on YouTube who was basically doing one thing at a time. He was doing like a finger gun kind of animation with some body movement, some leg movement and stuff. And basically what he did was, like, he would take one hand, set up the animation for that one hand, and then work the rest of the body around it, which makes sense because then you have a reference point. So if we start by just posing the legs and we get that going pretty good, then we can go back through to each keyframe and pose the arms however we need to match the legs. So I thought that was pretty good, so I want to share that with you. Definitely helped me with this. So you can see that cut down what I have to keep track of. If we look at this. So right now all of these bones are being kept track of because of this standing pose, which we will be deleting here in just a moment. So maybe I'll talk about the bones after that. So the way I made it loop, so you can see right now, it goes back to the standing pose at the beginning. So what we want to do, select this keyframe and delete it. Select our last keyframe, duplicate it, move it to the beginning. So now you can see the last keyframe and the beginning of the animation, the 0 frame, are exactly the same. So once it gets to the end, it should come back through naturally to this first keyframe. See, that's pretty smooth. There's no jumps or glitches or anything like that. It doesn't jerk around. Everything seems to be moving pretty smoothly. And you can see over here, it's only keeping track of 4 bones. And like I said, that came from watching that video and learning that new workflow. Just basically working on posing one part at a time. So all I had to keep track of was these 2 bones going through the first time to set up the legs. Then after I got the legs looking pretty good, I went through and just posed the arms at each keyframe to match the legs, and you get this. That's going to do it for this video. Hope that helped some people out. And I will catch you in the next one.